He also watched VT. Let's check to Hasan responded to ShoeOnHead, and Hasan is not happy.
As you probably know, ShoeOnHead recently made a
So surely it can't be that bad, right?
wonderfully entertaining video in collaboration with the great Smuggalana, responding to Hasan and his crash outs at ShoeOnHead in the game Pragmata. Well, Hasan has now issued a response of sorts about that,
Hasan has responded. Oh.
downplaying his crash outs, which is not surprising at all, but also showing a clip where he was at a convention, a web summit, and was confronted by someone claiming to be an Asmongold fan. We'll take a look at the full clip and the confrontation. Full clip's about 6 minutes long,
happened?
but first I want to get to Shue's response, which is very brief. But to get the full context into what she's specifically responding to, we'll read a part of the transcript. Well, actually, we'll read this transcript, which is a transcript of a part of the clip. It was kind of oddly difficult to explain, but here we go. And so then what I'm getting at is after we read this together and read Shue's response, then we'll watch the clip. Okay. So, says this. This is from Hasan. Behind closed doors, they're like, oh, I got him. One of them came up to me at the web summit. He was like, I'm an Asmongold fan. I'm going to troll you in real life. What's your beef with ShoeOnHead? And I was like, okay, do you want a photo, lol? In the real world, where we can be in each other's physical spaces, situation doesn't unfold in the way you envisioned it. One of the funnier aspects, this
Ooh, wait, was it like threatened physically? Wait, what the
beef is almost always one-sided. And
yeah.
there will be like maybe a 20-second mention on my half where I'm like, dude, really, you're going to bring up ShoeOnHead? Who cares? Now that I've said that, she'll do like an hour-long video on it being like, he was so unbelievably owned. And then all of these people are like, yes, holy smokes, reading this transcript is
Wait, ShoeOnHead low-key clocked Hasan though.
painful. Hasan, man, why does he talk like this? It's hard to understand what he's getting at, except, you know, excuses. Who's the one crashing out, he says? The person who did a 20-second mention or the person who did an hour-long video off of that 20-second mention? This is a one-sided beef. So this is where Shue's pointing out in a second, as you'll see, that he's misrepresenting this stuff, of course. I've never really been someone who's kept up with her, whatever her politics are. But even I freaking know she changes her attitude with whichever way the algorithm swings. They can take a crumb. If they can make a quick $1,000 video, good for you.
I mean, if that's a one-sided beef, then
we got bigger fish to fry. Dude, insane cope. What's more annoying to me is people. This insanely stupid bottom of the barrel commentary think that they're actually feeding their minds with new information. They're deluding themselves into a world that does not exist. What is he even talking about here? I don't even understand, like I said, like what his actual point is on that. But here's Shue's response.
the point is that he said that whatever she said is nothing burger. Like, she added nothing to the video, but people watch that. Like, they think that she is gonna add, like, information to this, but, like, she didn't add anything. So he basically called it a nothing burger video, I guess.
Spends 3 minutes out of a 30-minute video responding to his awful Pragmata take. This is referring to Shue's original video on the Pragmata discourse. Hasan then chimps out, embarrasses himself. The whole internet witnesses Hasan's meltdown. Shu then laughs at it with a friend, referring to her more recent video with Smuggalana, and then Hasan's like, she is the one that's crashing out. She crashed out. And Shu ends with this picture that says,
she crashed out.
Says 555, come on now. Alright, so that takes us to the clip as mentioned.
Okay, so you literally, ShoeOnHead literally like confirmed it, so he spent 3 minutes out of a 30-minute video and you reacted to it and made a whole 1-hour video out of this, like what?
With a friend. And right before that, we actually get more cope from Hasan and more cope from his viewer regarding the ShoeOnHead stuff.
I noticed your 20-second mentions of some YouTubers turn into 1-hour videos responding to your crash outs. Yeah, they always do that.
Yeah, so
they
that's
always
do
that.
Like I said, they're really going to try and act like Hasan only talked about the stuff for like 20 seconds, them being his viewer here and Hasan himself.
Lol.
Like, bro, you ranted about the ShoeOnHead stuff for a lot longer than 20 seconds. But now on to the confrontation. As mentioned, this person comes up to Hasan at this convention, claims to be an Asmongold fan, and says he's trying to troll Hasan. But like, this is so parasocial and cringe.
Okay, what happened?
Different accent in person. I'm like the biggest Asmon fan. I'm here to retweet you. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. I'll take a photo. Okay.
Can I take a photo with you, man?
With ShoeOnHead. I don't know. Is there a beef with ShoeOnHead?
I don't know her.
I'm not very familiar with this.
He said, wait, he actually said, I don't know. What the fuck are we saying? Insane, bro.
Have a good one. Thanks so much.
So what the frick, dude? Hasan is coping, first of all. Hasan is coping by being like, oh, there's no beef after he's crashed out multiple times at her.
There's no beef.
But this other dude is so parasocial. Like, what do you...
I mean, to be fair, there might not be beef because, it's... Bro, internet trauma is, like, so faked. People over-exaggerate everything, bro. Especially if it's on, like, Twitter bullshit, bro.
doing, man? Why even...
Because it's never that deep, bro. People just, like, they think it's deep, but it's never that deep.
bother going up and like trying to find this guy in real life and all that. That's just basically a case of like, you're doing too much. It's one thing to criticize the guy on the internet, whole different thing to like
he was
track him
trying
down
to
in real life and then be like, I'm here to
I
rage
guess,
bait you, and then completely fail at that too. It's interesting because I did see some people saying that Hasan actually did get rage baited in that clip. Like, he was mad. I just don't see it. I don't think he was mad. It was a little bit awkward, and yeah, he dodged the ShoeOnHead part, but
yeah,
I don't think he got rage baited, at least in my opinion. Now that said, it is funny that he still ends up fumbling this when he gets back home and looks at it on stream right here, because now he does this whole like awkward fake laugh, and it's like, dude, why? What are you doing?
Have a good one. Thanks so much. Sorry, guys. You have to for a
This is exactly what it's like with my fucking haters. in the very unbelievably rare
My
occasion,
haters.
come up to me IRL.
Bro, what is he wearing? He said like an admiral suit. Like, what the fuck is he wearing, bro?
Okay,
This guy is so performative. It's actually insane.
one of them came up to me at the web summit. He's like, "I'm an Asmongold fan. I'm gonna troll you in real life." And I was like, "Okay, do you want a photo?"
Oh.
like,
And
I
he
just think
did
it's
want
funny
a
how to
photo.
me he didn't come off mad in the clip, but now when he's back home, he actually does come off a little bit pressed about this. Like he's like fumbling it now, like I said, like the forced fake laugh, popping his Zine before he can even talk about this. I thought that was a joke. People talking now he's always like popping the Zines or whatever. I thought it was just a meme, but I think that's what actually happened here. If I'm wrong about that, my bad. I'm not familiar with Zines at all. I don't know about that stuff, but I think that's what just happened. And then he goes back to coping about the ShoeOnHead stuff.
she's been posting about you and these losers make that your problem. Yeah, that's one of the funnier aspects of this kind of stuff is that this beef is almost always one-sided. And like there will be like maybe a 20-second mention on my half where I'm like, dude, really, you're gonna bring up ShoeOnHead? What a fucking ridiculous thing to do. We're doing political commentary here. Who gives a shit? And now that I've said that, she'll do like an hour-long
ShoeOnHead,
video
bro.
on it being like,
Oof.
he was so owned.
I love how he tries to present political
He was so on. Wait, did you? No way. He said like, "Oh, I clocked that guy, bro. I clocked that hater, bro. Whew. He was so owned, bro. I didn't even fall for his rage bait."
comments.
Bro, this guy gotta like grow up, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Here he has this like
Like, come on, Hasan, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? You're like 34. What are we doing?
prestigious thing, like, oh, we're doing political commentary here, bro. It is just a different form of slop. And like ShoeOnHead said in her
I mean, that is true. That is slop.
own video about this, at least she's self-aware. She's like, bro, I'm a YouTuber, you're a streamer. It ain't that big of a deal. But Hasan doesn't have that same self-awareness. He thinks he's like this freaking, I don't even know how to put it. Like I said, though, he thinks it's like this prestigious thing. He thinks he's like this super important guy. It's weird.
Super
it's weird
important
stuff. And then,
guy.
like, he's constantly misrepresenting this as well, obviously, as you can see. I go, like, my response was just 20 seconds. No, it wasn't. ShoeOnHead makes like an hour-long video on this, bro. It was like 30 minutes, and a good chunk of that was about KC-tron, not even about you entirely. Yeah, the KC-tron stuff had to do with Hasan and Pragmat and Shoe, but it was certainly not an hour-long video just about Hasan. So it's weird. Like, if you want to say you're not crashing out about this stuff, why do you have to constantly lie about what's happening? Not a good look. In closing, I do want to mention one more thing about the confrontation clip. 5 months ago, there was another clip of Hasan getting confronted with
Confronted by a fan to take a selfie or what?
this person
Why is he wearing a mask? That is insane. Yo, look what he's using. It's a
that did like a free Kaya moment on stream, and I did laugh at that one, I have to admit. But that was because the old dude that was with Hasan had no idea that Hasan was getting insulted, and he thought it was a compliment, and he was like praising the stream sniper in front of
praising the shit. Ooh.
Hasan, while Hasan like awkwardly went along with it, not explaining that he actually just got trolled. So that was all pretty funny. But despite
I mean, he could have said like, "Yo, that's my fan, bro. Yo, W fan."
me laughing at that, I still stand by what I said earlier. I'm not a fan of like, I'm going to confront people from the internet that I dislike, and I'm going to confront them in real life. It's just too parasocial in my opinion. But yeah,
Asking for a selfie is not confrontation. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I'll leave it there.
It's just a selfie, bro. Like, what? But anyway, guys, I think that's basically it, bro. He just said that Hasan said that like he doesn't have any beef with ShoeOnHead. People just make it too like people take it too seriously. But yeah, I guess that's it. So if you guys liked the video, drop a sub, drop a like, and join my Discord. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys on my next video. Bye.